Okay, so I am doing this video for the second time. I came here when it was winter time, which was still beautiful, but people were just shocked at how dry everything looked. And I said I was gonna come back again and do another video in the, look at that horse, oh, it's so pretty. But anyway, and I said I was gonna come back again and do another video so that I can show when it's summertime. It's almost summertime, it's end of spring here. It's absolutely beautiful. As I said, look at that house on the hill, 2 doors from Tracy Ross. We can go in here, sweetie. I absolutely love this neighborhood. And that day I was actually driving, so my partner in crime today is here. But this is really what inspired me to build in the village, because I was like, okay, look at these houses, look at how beautiful they are, these country homes here. Absolutely gorgeous, like country homes. Look at the yard and how big the yards are. Like, they're really sprawling estates. And so I was like to my husband, I want to come back again here and see this when it's like not as dry, but it's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at people's driveways, just look at them, like all the way, like snaking around. I want to do that in my yard in the village, actually. Yeah, these are real yards. Like, I was hoping for something like this, but because I'm in a, you can do a U-turn here as well. I was hoping for something like this, but I couldn't do it. So what I'm going to do to trick the eye, I'm going to create something like this, but outside of my yard, in our street there, so that, you know, it feels like, look at that, guys. Oh, I hope you can see it. I don't know why it can't concentrate now. Yeah, look at that. Look at the driveway. Like, that's someone, it starts here and it snakes all the way up there. But anyway, I wanted to do this kind of fence, but obviously I'll do that. I'll have a main fence outside, and then I'll do this to divide my yard in the village. But look at this, look at this. I'm gonna send this to our chief and say, you see, this is why I advocate for big lots. Everybody should have a big lot. This was the first house ever built here. This one here was the first house. It's a country style house, absolutely gorgeous. It's an estate. And we're gonna go out this way, sweetie. My phone is having a hard time concentrating because I'm jerking it around. But yeah, we're gonna go in another neighborhood now, but absolutely gorgeous place. And this is about 30, I would say 30 minutes from our house.
Yeah. Or
it's
maybe less.
Or less, yeah. Again, North Carolina is considered a rural state, but that doesn't mean we don't have cities. We have huge cities, but I'm a country girl at heart, so I'm always gravitating towards, you know, like rural areas. Like, anytime I see beautiful country estates, that's where I want to go in. You can go in here, sweetie. I don't know if there's anything to see, but I think there's another neighborhood that I truly want to go to on the other side. And I hope my phone doesn't get full. See, these are like more reasonable houses here. Like
the lots are probably acre, 2 acres.
Yeah, like and you can see people are still building. Look at how beautiful that house is. Color scheme and everything is more contemporary. Anyway. And again, the houses are hidden behind trees. It actually reminds me of Constantia in South Africa. In Constantia, when I was a little girl, my cousin's cousin's wife, but he was a lot older than me. He used to take us to these, you know, like to her sister. I mean, to his sister-in-law's place of work. Look at that. In the Ace, right, in a place of work, and she used to work for this, you know, like white family, and we used to go to their, you know, like house on a weekend to see, and I was always fascinated by the trees and how beautiful they were. And so anytime I'm here in America, I'm always reminded, you know, like how I grew up and, you know, the things that I used to see. I never thought anything was, you know, you couldn't get anything. When you're a child, you're not thinking about that, right? You're just thinking about, you're just fascinated. That's all you are. Like everything just fascinates you. You're not thinking about, you know, from a material point of view, materialistic point of view, but more of a okay, this is beautiful, or this is interesting. Really, you think in terms of interest. This is interesting, you know. Yeah. Anyway, so we'll go to another one on the other side. I want to stop my camera for a bit. By the way, that's a major cultural difference between, I would say, North Carolina, because I don't want to make generalizations. As I said, America is such a huge country, and so it's you know, like it's very difficult to generalize about America. But in North Carolina, it's all about trees. We are a very green state. And so everybody wants trees, you know, like for privacy, so that they can enjoy their homes. So it's all about that. That's why for me it is so important to make sure that I plant trees at some point. I hope you can see those horses. They have horses here. It's called Foxhill Farm. It's beautiful. Okay, I just told my husband we should go in here. I want to show you guys that house. I told him we should go in here and look and act like we are. Oh, that's okay. We'll just go past. I think this is the place. Yeah, it is. Look at that house, guys. It's like a little castle of your own. Look at that. I'm trying not to. People move out here because they want, you know, like privacy.
I'm careful, baby.
Yeah, so we need to be careful here because there's only one way. And look at the egret over there. Oh, is that an egret?
Yep.
Yeah. Look at it flying. Look at how pretty it is.
Is it a blue something?
A blue heron, maybe?
Blue heron. It looks like a blue heron.
Yeah, but anyway, it is absolutely gorgeous here. I just want you guys to see how different it is in the summertime versus winter time. So we just have to sneak around with it all the way. Okay. And then at some point we're gonna have to stop because there's just no way out. Look at this. Look
we are gonna have to come back.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come back. There's no way out. When I first came here, I was like so impressed, really impressed by just the how, you know, like how big the lots are. Look at that house over there. Look at that house. So
that house looks like it's leaning.
Yeah, yeah, it does. I mean, when houses are on a slope, they always look like they are leaning, but they're not. I just love how big the lots are. Like really, that's what's so impressive about this neighborhood. And it's like not far from town at all, you know.
Which
Go
one?
this way.
Right?
Yeah. I remember driving here.
Yeah, somebody's driving.
Yeah, it was like feeling like I'm driving in a dream. Again, it's rural. That's what I love about it. I'm not, you know, like talking even about the houses, even though the houses are beautiful.
There's pink car.
I know, look even the shed. Look at that house. That one, it is gray. Sweetie, pay attention on the road. I'm just saying you should pay attention on the road. Look at the yellow door. Remember, there was a place in Google called the Yellow Door. I think we're gonna have to turn around here because, yeah.
Where is it? That one going? I think there's a gate there.
No, there's no. So we are charging forward. As you can see, this is like a one-car road, one-lane road. Not even a car. It's so skinny. I remember just being unable to maneuver here, but I was able to do it. I think this is the only place where we can maneuver. Yeah, and I had to stop the car, and you may have to back up all the way.
No.
Okay, so we did maneuver back, and now we're gonna go back to the main road, basically. Okay, so I just want you again to see this house. These houses cost millions, okay? Because they are massive. They may not look that way because they are under trees. You see, this person even has a basketball court. They're really like massive houses. I love that little shed there that looks like the main house. Looks like a farmhouse, really. And then there's another house. But the point I really want to make in this video is that ultimately these people could have originally thought about, oh, there's no real value here, I need to be closer to everything, blah blah blah, right? And then COVID came and COVID changed everything. Look at how pretty that is. By the way, that tree does, yeah, that's a farmhouse, like a farmhouse, and it's a style, it's an architectural style. It's not just, you know, a farmhouse as in the old sense that we remember a farmhouse to be. But what I was going to say is ultimately these people could have said, you know, we want value, we want, you know, blah blah blah. But what ended up happening is COVID kind of changed the rules, because people now with technology, oh, look at the deer, oh, look at that, oh, that's so pretty. I'm sure there's more where that came from. But anyway, they are going to the water there. That's why I want a water source in my yard, by the way, because of, you know, it does attract animals, birds and everything. Oh, there's something under there, sweetie. I just saw something. Keep going on the park. You see, they even have a little park for the neighborhood. But oh, it must be birds or something. But ultimately, the point I'm trying to make here, sorry, I keep getting distracted. Oh, those are birds. Like, the point I wanted to make is that at this point people don't care much, especially because, you know, like the schools are going on the internet, like virtual. Everything is becoming virtual. We work virtually. My husband and I, both of us, you see there's another house there, both my husband and I work virtually. So you don't need to be in a certain location in order to do work. Yes, if your work requires that, let's say you're a nurse or you know, like a doctor who works in a hospital, you want to be close to your work. That's totally understandable. So, but anyway, so what I was saying is, because of how the world has changed, really you can build yourself a beautiful home away from, you know, like the cost of rates and all these things, or buying the location. Because oh, look at that house. Like, you can buy the location, or you can buy a beautiful life for yourself while you are still alive and enjoy it, and, you know, like, and be done, and then leave that to your children. And if your children decide they don't want to have it, you know, like, they can sell it and take the money and do whatever they want with it. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. So we're coming back here to the main road, but I just want to show you that house. It's got nice pool on the backyard. That's why they have so many trees there. There's a pool there, and there's very beautiful house, all brick, which is, you know, like a little bit rare here. But thank you so much for watching. I had to make this video again for my cousin who was like, oh, it's so, you know, like dry here. Oh, there's a nice beautiful cemetery. Or cemetery. Cemetery.
Graveyard.
Oh my gosh.
The other word.
Cemetery. English is not my first language, so yeah. But anyway, yeah, we're going this way. We're going home now. You see, we are in the country here, so a lot of people have country cars.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm 100% sure.